show, and thank you for joining us. I'm Brian Lacey. I want to talk to you a little bit about a fundraiser coming out. You definitely want to check it out. It's the third annual Corks for a Cause, put on by the Polk Association for Women Lawyers and the Polk County Trial Lawyers Association. And joining us in studio to talk a little bit about the event is Caroline Moody. She's an attorney with Moody Law and the Development Director for the Polk Association for Women Lawyers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Welcome to be here.
All right. And also joining us is Drew Moody. He's an attorney with Moody Law and the president of the Polk County Trial Lawyers Association. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, Brian. Thanks for inviting us on.
You guys have a fundraiser in its third year. We will get to that shortly. But Drew, talk to me a little bit about what it is that the Polk County Trial Lawyers Association does and how do they get involved in helping nonprofits?
So the Polk County Trial Lawyers Association is a compilation of, the finest trial lawyers in our county. The state attorney Brian Haas, public defender Rex Dimig, they're all board members. So as a group, as a collection, we hold a joint event with the Polk Association for Women Lawyers for the benefit of breast cancer, which is something that I hold dearly, losing some family members to breast cancer. But ultimately, Polk County Trial Lawyers is a group of lawyers that really cultivates networking. We put on events for when judges get sworn in. Mm-hmm. It's called an investiture. So what happens with those is, we sponsor a reception, we hold events, and bring lawyers together. And really, that's what Polk County Trial Lawyers is all about: bringing people together, making our circuit the best circuit to practice in.
Now, Caroline, I want you to talk a little bit about the Polk Association of Women Lawyers. What is that, and then how did you guys come to get involved with the cause?
Sure. So the Polk Association for Women Lawyers is our local chapter of the statewide chapter of the Florida Association for Women Lawyers. So each circuit has their own local chapter of the greater statewide Florida Association for Women Lawyers. And what we do is we connect lawyers, we connect the judiciary, and we identify causes and needs in the greater community, and we join together to give back. Although we are an association for women lawyers, it's important, and we like to make it known that we are of women, not specifically for women. Mm-hmm. So, for example, Drew is a member of the Polk Association for Women Lawyers, and we have male and female members alike that join together to identify these causes that benefit the community. So the Corks for a Cause was started 3 years ago, being that the Polk Association for Women Lawyers and Polk County Trial Lawyers Association are two of our bigger legal affiliates within the county. We joined together to really make this one of our capstone events of the year. It's something we're excited about, and especially going into our third year, to really generate a big buzz about it.
When this first started, why was breast cancer something that you guys got behind?
Well, I think, as Drew noted, and, being an association that's for women lawyers, obviously breast cancer, while it can impact males, it is largely affects the female population. It's something that many of us hold near and dear to our hearts. We've had board members who unfortunately have been diagnosed and suffered through breast cancer. We've had family members who we've lost to breast cancer. It's a need and a recognized area that I think holds true to many, many people, regardless of male, female. And October, being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, was a month we identified as identifying a local need through the Central Florida Breast Cancer Foundation, and partnering with them to come up with a great event that could be enjoyable for those, but also to give back to a good cause, and one that really affects so many people.
Now, this is your third year doing this, although you're taking a little bit more relaxed role this year. But talk to me a little bit about what you would like to see out of the event.
Sure. So in years past, I think they've been very successful events. We've raised several $1,000s that we've been able to give back to foundations that promote breast cancer awareness and that assist those who have either been through breast cancer treatment, family members, assisting with some of those costs, and just the support that they need. But this year we'd really like to make it even more known, even bigger than it's been before. The event is scheduled for end of October, so we're hoping with the time we have now to put the footwork in between now and then, we can have more sponsors than we've had before. We do conduct a raffle at the event, and so we'd be looking for raffle items to donate, and then all of the raffle tickets we sell that you can put into the different baggies for the raffle items, all of that money goes back to the Central Florida Breast Cancer Foundation. So we're hoping by promoting awareness and by really getting the word out there that we can make this a bigger event than we've made it in the past, and that the raffle items that we had are some really, really good things that people want to bid for and raffle for.
And Drew, from what I understand, you guys are always looking for sponsors. Talk to me a little bit about how people can get involved, sponsorship levels, things along that lines.
Sure. There's always, especially for this event, there's sponsorship as far as a monetary donation if you'd like to donate. But I think being involved and coming to the event, and as Caroline was saying, bringing a raffle basket, just contributing. There's local businesses here in Bartow that have, contributed on their own. I think it's really just as we get the word out about this great event, that more small businesses will come out, and not just small, but all businesses will come out and contribute to what is such a great cause.
Now, Caroline, how did you guys get involved with Breast Cancer Foundation of Central Florida? Because in years past, you've helped other causes, but Breast Cancer Foundation of Central Florida is really becoming popular within the community simply due to the fact that their funds stay local. So talk to me a little bit about that.
And I think that was really the thought behind it, is in years past, it's been breast cancer, but really trying to hone in on the fact that we are the Polk Association for Women Lawyers, Polk Association for Trial Lawyers, and trying to identify how we can control most assuredly where those funds are going, and that's through identifying the truly local, how we're the local affiliate, it's the local breast cancer affiliate. So rather than giving to the bigger breast cancer foundations, which are wonderful organizations, being able to identify and have more control over where our donations are going, which when holding an event that's a local event, a lot of businesses and people who contribute and want to give back, they like to hear that what they're donating or what they're giving to is going to a local cause rather than to a nationwide or even statewide level, where still a wonderful cause, but we just have less control over knowing that this is truly benefiting Polk County or the greater Central Florida area. So on my board of the Polk Association for Women Lawyers, many of us are involved in other community outreach organizations, and it's through that outlet that one of our other board members connected with the Breast Cancer Foundation of Central Florida, and it was through that connection we were able to really find someone who could help us make sure that this cause is more promoted towards the local breast cancer foundation, which, like I said, nothing against the bigger breast cancer foundations, but just because we are the Polk Association for Women Lawyers and Polk County Trial Lawyers, and we try to promote community outreach within the community of Polk County, it helps achieve that goal and message that we're trying to convey.
Caroline, let's talk specifics of the event. Who, what, when, where, why. Dates, times, and how people can find out more.
Okay, so the event itself, October 24th. It will be from 5:30 to 8:30. It's going to be held at Zest in Bartow. This is the first year we're doing it at Zest. We're really excited. They have a great space. They're working really well with us, so we're really looking forward to having the event at Zest here in Bartow. Locally, tickets right now are $50. That amount goes towards the Breast Cancer Foundation and some of the cost of the event. We are looking, always for sponsors, to where if the event is sponsored, then all of the proceeds can go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. Beyond that, as I mentioned, we do collect raffle items. So in years past, we've had Bucks tickets, Bolts tickets. We've had really nice wine baskets. Last year, Drew and I actually won one of those inflatable hot tubs. Yeah. So we put all of our tickets in that basket, and we had our TV out there. We could watch football and sit in our little inflatable hot tub. So people have donated some really cool things, and all of the proceeds go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. So that ticket tickets for the event go on sale September 2nd. And in order to purchase those tickets, we can promote them through maybe connecting through social media outlets, also through the Polk Association of Women Lawyers, the Polk County Trial Lawyers Association, and through contacting either Drew or myself through Moody Law. So we're looking forward to selling tickets. And again, if there are any interest in sponsorships or donating raffle items, we're always happy to work with anyone who would be wanting to do that.
Drew, as they say in the business, I'm going to give you the closing argument. What I want you to do is inspire folks to join you for the event.
Yeah, so Polk Association for Women Lawyers, Polk County Trial Lawyers, we put a lot of effort into this event. It's something where we're here in Polk County, and Polk County means a lot to me and a lot to our members. Our county is not only growing, but it's become a lot larger than what we had imagined. And so this event is really for the benefit of breast cancer and for those people from Polk County who you know, have encountered breast cancer and that are working through it, treating for it, and to help those in the future. So it's really something that will benefit our county and the people in it. So that's my closing argument.
Drew, Caroline, I want to thank you for coming in, and anytime that you guys have anything that you need to promote, the couch is yours. Please come back and see me.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
The Polk Association for Women Lawyers and the Polk County Trial Lawyers Association invite you to their 3rd annual Corks for a Cause, Thursday, October 24th, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Join them at Zest Bar and Grill. That's 315 East Summerlin Street, Suite A in Bartow. Tickets are $50, and all the proceeds will go to Breast Cancer Foundation of Central Florida, a local breast cancer charity aimed at providing financial and community support to women and families impacted by breast cancer. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.